Hey guys, Matthew Simmons here. I did a shoot recently that I really enjoyed. Me and my friend Jordan Gable, he is a very talented pop artist here in Nashville. He needed some new promotional material and a couple shots for a single that he's releasing. And we decided to go for this old Hollywood look. It's a really classic looking, um, very unique setup. Uh, and I wanted to share the process with you guys because it was so simple. It was so easy, and I just wanted to demonstrate exactly how easy it was. Because I feel like a lot of people think that studio lighting in general, and in particular some of the things that I do, are really complicated and convoluted, and 99% of the time they're just not. So many of my setups are really simple. I try to um, keep things as simple as possible, and this shoot was no exception. It's literally two lights for almost all of it. We did one setup with three lights, but I just wanted to show you what I did, what the process was, so you can see how simple it was, so you guys can try it for yourselves. Because really, literally anybody with a couple of studio lights could pull this off. So we're just going to jump right in here. I'm going to show you some of the shots in Capture One, break down how I did the lighting. I'm going to show you a diagram, show you how I edited them. The editing was another process that was super simple. I think I literally have like two or three layers in Photoshop. I did almost nothing to the photos because they were just great out of camera. So yeah, we're just gonna jump right in and I'm gonna show you how I did it. All right, so here we go. These are a selection of the shots that we got from that day. And this is a program called Capture One. If you're not familiar with it, I'd love to explain how Capture One works, but maybe that'll be something for a different video. But um, yeah, this is a good sampling of what we got that day. And let me just give you a quick overview. So just like over here in our mood board, we've got kind of similar uh, looking shots going on, this really hard black and white. So let me just break down what's going on in these photos. First of all, I've got a black seamless backdrop, black paper behind him. I knew that I wanted to keep this look very low key, so I made the backdrop as dark as possible. All of this over here, this area is right here. This is a C-stand. This is a little bit of flare from the backlight, and then behind him is a large panel of wood. And the reason that I've got a few different types of shots here, I've got just him on seamless, but I wanted to open up the environment a little bit and kind of make some of these elements in the background uh, fade out, kind of blur out, and give some context. I think it really adds a lot of interest to some of the shots. All right, so I've got my lighting diagram here, and this setup is really simple. Any of you would be able to pull it off with just two lights. So let me go back here and show you. This is the look that we are breaking down here. So, like I said, I've got my backdrop here. This is a black seamless. Can I change the color of this? I don't think so, but just pretend this is black, this seamless paper. We've got Jordan here. He is off the paper. He is not back here chilling on the paper. He is pretty far off it, and the reason for that is because I wanted to create a lot of depth of field. Like I said, blurring out the background elements, not just the seamless paper. Camera is straight on right here. And then I've got one light at kind of a 45-degree angle, firing pretty low power. I think I even had it bottomed out. So we've got this light. There's no modifier on it. It is completely bare. There's no grid on it. There is no reflector on it. It is blasting just right at him, completely bare. And the reason that I'm doing that is because all of these old Hollywood looks, that for the most part, they don't have modifiers. They may have had an umbrella, but they're not really using soft boxes. They're using just bare head. So we've got one light here firing completely bare on Jordan, and he is taking that light beautifully. As you can tell, it's hard light, but for men, especially men with kind of strong features, his skin is able to take that light really well, as you can see, and that's this light right here. Now, for a lot of these early shots, I was getting a lot of bleed. I was getting a lot of light on his arms, which isn't a bad thing, but stylistically, I kind of wanted to cut some of that off and really narrow down that light. So I brought in a flag, and that's what this black thing is. This is just a black, maybe 3x2, 3x4 maybe, um, piece of black styrofoam. And I put it right next to the light. Actually, it was kind of here, but it was underneath the light. It was kind of cutting off the bottom third of the light. And what that did, and it's not it's pretty subtle. It's not even dramatic, but you can see the light on his chest now is a lot dimmer. We still got some light coming from the backlight on his arm here, but the focus is on his face. So we've got this flag here. That's what that guy's doing. And then back here, all the way back by the seamless, we've got another light. Again, completely bare, no modifier on it whatsoever. And it's firing into the back of his cranium. And you can see that right here. That's this light. And this light is it's maybe a stop. It's probably about a stop above the key light, just to give a little bit of interest. All right, so that's the setup. You know, we've got that backlight flaring back here, and that's it. I mean, that's pretty much as simple as it gets. Two lights, no modifiers. We got one little flag right here, and it was just super simple to set up. Now for the last little bit here, you can see. Let me see if I can get a good shot of this. Yeah, this vignette and this little crossbar. That is another light that I added in, so I'll put another light in. And I put that right about here. And there is a C-stand arm coming right about here. And I just blasted the heck out of that seamless backdrop just to create a little vignette. So that's the shoot. That is exactly what we did. Like I said, not complicated at all. It's something that any of you could do if you just had two, maybe even three lights. Okay, so post-processing, how did I achieve this look? Well, again, just like the lighting setup, it's pretty simple. I'll give you an idea of what the raw file looks like. This is it. So pretty bland. Honestly, this is raw files don't tend to look great on their own, but this file in particular, you've got not a very interesting looking shot. So how did I get it from here to here? First and foremost, it's got to be black and white. So go over to our black and white panel, we change it to black and white, and already, I mean, adds a lot. Completely transforms the image. But here's the finished file. So how did we get there? Well, the few things that I'll do, I don't like to over edit too much in Capture. I like to do most of my post-processing in Photoshop. So a few things I'll do, I'll bump the contrast a little bit, add a little bit of 5 contrast. My exposure, just make sure that's right where I want it to be. It looks about right. Then the last thing that I did in Capture, let me see, I think it's over here. And this is something I don't typically do, but I think it really worked for this shot. I went into the grain section. I never add fake grain, but I did for this one. Use soft grain, and it added a lot. I think I went up to about 50 on the soft grain. And I know what that did. It just made these out of focus areas a little bit more dynamic. Just gave them a little bit more interest. So that's literally it. I mean, I did almost nothing to these photos in Capture before I took them into Photoshop. And here's the finished file. So what did I do in Photoshop? Well, let's open the finished file. And we'll bring it over here. Let's go full screen. All right. 3 layers. 3 measly layers. I got almost nothing on this photo here. So let's turn them off. Show you the before and after again. There's after, there's before. All right, so what did I do? I cleaned that up. Took that C-stand right out and just used the content aware spot removal tool for that. The other thing that I did was I added a little bit of interest in his left eyeball. And all I did for that was just went right over here to the dodge tool and I dodged it out a little bit. Now I'm gonna catch some flack for that. I know I am, because dodging is a lossy type of editing. You know, you dodge something, you can't bring that back after you've saved it. A lot of people would go into levels or exposure and mask that out. But for something simple like the eyes, especially on something that I'm not going to go crazy on editing like this one, dodging is totally fine for me. The other thing that I did, as you can see, I took out a couple of little blemishes here and there, and then he had some eyelashes right here that were catching the light. So I took those out, and that's it. Literally it. Super simple. And then last but not least, did a curves layer. Just brought the mids up a little bit, just to even it out a little bit. It was a little bit too dark before. This is not going to be a tutorial where I go through 17 different layers and show you exactly how to drastically manipulate a photo. This is a classic setup. It does not require a lot of editing. It's super simple to pull off and achieve really, really great results. Alright, so there you have it. Super simple. 2, maybe 3 lights if you want to do that secondary setup with the light firing into the backdrop, but almost no post-processing at all. Like just a couple of adjustments, a couple little cleanup layers. Anybody can do this. Any skill level of photography, you just grab a couple of strobes and you're ready to go. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you would like to see more content like this, I would love to make more behind the scenes videos, more tutorials on how I do some of the setups that I do. Please let me know. Share this video, comment on it, shoot me a text, Facebook message, Snapchat, whatever you want to do. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time and hope to see you on the next one. Thanks.